I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Eagles. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Prescott now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he gets it. This one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that, and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And the wideout in motion. second down. Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes or their athletic ability.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down, as on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Shift together here from the D-line. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go now. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the 1st down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing, Cook. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. After the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And he'll take it out of the side of the end zone, and they'll get it at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Out left side here to Bryant. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 67 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, good.
Now Cook. He's got time. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And now it's 2nd and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. And on the ground they go with a running back. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll come out in the pistol. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Prescott now from the 50. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third down and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go! Bryant 38!
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that three-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. After the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeves. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Buying time to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Another pistol look here. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Hard throw, incomplete. Lucky Whitehead, his intended target. Now 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 60 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Cook. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hurry up, here we go. We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A second down throw for Prescott. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Second down following the incompletion.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Cook. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
All right, here we go. No, check, Patriot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Prescott. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. And a gain there of 11 yards.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. 23 yards on the play. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity. Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in, and the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs to stop here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. Back to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this one's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Eagles are likely going to win it. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak. Take care of the football and make sure that clock starts to run before they call the timeout.
We'll see what they do. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Philadelphia, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.